this story has to be a drama. It has to be a drama now, because you can't just put in a music video and that's it. And it said to be continued. It better be a part 2 to this, cause man, yo, the story. The story did take me away from listening to the song, but to be honest, I think it was worth it, cause I love the story. It does remind me of what's that Korean drama? Goblin. Yeah, it does remind me of that. Man, where do I even start? Okay, so Kris and the girl, of course, they like each other. The bad dude comes in, and Kris and him fight. Obviously, like, I reacted to, yo, you never turn your back on your enemy. Never. And then I think he threw the sword. Yeah, he threw the sword, and then it looks like Kris got hit, well, got stabbed, but I had a feeling the girl did, and then it was the girl, and then he pushed the sword in more so both of them can die together. And then, well, it does pan back and forth from historical time to her in modern time, and we see that she's blind, and I was a little confused. I was like, wait, how did she become blind? And then I realized, yeah, well, first, right after the fight in historical time, and then we switch back to modern time, we see that she's blind, and then it kind of pans back to before she became blind, still modern time, and then she was in a car, and then there was a car accident. The dude, Kris and her weren't the only one that got reincarnated. The dude came out of nowhere, car flipped over, she became blind. Oh man, I felt bad for her. And obviously the one who was driving, it was definitely Kris. He was always there by her side. So basically they were always together, which we know towards the end of the music video. And then, she's going through pretty much everyday activities, just her being blind and, with the knife, the shoes, sitting down on the couch. And then we get to a part where Kris is, well, first she was wearing a blindfold, and then she took it off, and then we see that she's not blind anymore. It could be through surgery, or it could be through what we saw in the music video, where before she was not blind, during the time she was blind, Kris was there fighting the dude, and then they were fighting, and obviously she's blind, she can only hear, so she don't know who's grabbing her, who's who at this point. So when Kris was trying to grab her and run away, she kind of just, no, and all that. And I don't blame her. I mean, you really can't see who's who right now. So whoever's grabbing you, yeah, you don't know who. And, Kris and the bad dude fighting, and they're just going at it. Kris' swords break, but then the bad dude was trying to stab the girl like he intended to. Well, actually, at first he intended to stab Kris, but anyway, he's just trying to kill both of them. But then Kris jumped in front, and then he killed the dude, and then he disappeared. And then Kris blinds himself. I don't know if it was the power of love, where you sacrifice something of yours for the person you love. But if it is it, then man, it makes the story even better. Yeah, he blinds himself with his sword, and then we pan a little bit into the future, where she takes off the blindfold and she's not blind anymore, and she sees Kris on top of a building with glasses on, and I knew that he was blind. I thought it was through surgery, but it was possible. But he blinded himself, so it could be again through, sacrificing something of yours for the person you love. So that could be it. And she realized that's Kris, and then she takes off the glasses, and then of course we get to the scene again with the fighting for us viewers to see how Kris got blind. And then she realized, well, she didn't really, well, and then we realized, that's what I meant, and then we realized why Kris is blind and all of that. And then she hugs him. Man, oh yeah, And then and then we and then we see that Kris was always by her side. You know, with her trying to use a knife, and then she drops it, and then Kris puts it back. The shoes, organizing the shoes, playing the piano, and I'm pretty sure that it was Kris driving that car. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Since he was always by her side, I'm assuming he was the one driving the car, and then, you know, that caused the accident and all that. Man, this story, wow. I love stories like this. Like, I am the sucker for stories like this, man. And again, this has to be a drama. This has got to be a drama. I don't care if Kris wants to play the main dude or not, and the girls, and the bad dude. It doesn't matter if they want to reprise their role, but this has to be a drama, man. This is really good. I like it. Alright, now that was the story part. Now let's talk about the song. The song was really good. Yo, I really do like Kris's singing voice. I like his voice. I like his singing and rapping voice more than all that autotune he does. Well, he did. Kris has a really, really good, amazing singing voice, even though it's not that high. But his voice, his singing voice is really, really soothing, though. Not gonna lie, it's really good. Again, the story took me away from the song for a bit. But man, I was more into the story than the song. But man, it was good, you know. The song was good, the story really, really good. Kris did an amazing job. The bad dude, the girl, and Kris did an amazing job acting. Everything here was really, really good. Yo, this is definitely one of my favorite music video stories. Man, this was so good. Damn, that was so good. Shoot, I don't know what else to say. I mean, wow, you know what, I'll just end it here. So if you guys like my reaction, give it a like, comment down below, and subscribe. See ya.